skateboards came in at the right time. If it hadn't been for Cadillac wheels, maybe I wouldn't be here today. I bought a box of Cadillac wheels. I sat on them for a year, and then it got into the magazine. Then my phone rang off the hook, and we made so much money. And I think that's how we opened the second factory, from the seed money from all the skateboards we sold. It's like it happened so fast. From starting off, having kids, chasing waves, now we're chasing grandchildren. Yeah, all the Dogtown guys came to borrow boards and surfed. And then I gave them stickers, and then they wanted the shorts, you know, the first yin yang shorts. And that was truly, actually the first notoriety of California was through skating. Dennis Martinez got T&C the first logo cover. That was the first cover before. We never got a surfing cover, we got a skateboarder cover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, through Dennis Martinez.
Was on a skateboarding magazine.
Yeah, because he put the sticker on the tail, and he did a tail slide in the pool, and that's how that was the cover shot. I was doing t-shirts with this artist, his name was Michael Cantrell, and he did a design that he put town on one side and country on the other side, like a yin-yang. And he said, you ought to use this yin-yang because it's positive and negative, you know, the black being bad, the white being good, like opposites. And it's kind of a balance. And I liked it because in all of surfing, everything is about balance. And then I just thought it was a perfect logo to, you know, after coming off of the lightning bolt thing, I guess I tried to mimic it in a different way, like a logo. The first board that I worked on, it was an old surfboard in my neighbor's yard, and I asked him if I could have it. It was laying on the ground, and it was all brown and sunburned, and I took it and I stripped it, and I reshaped it and laminated it, glossed it in my bedroom, you know, sanded it underneath my house, and yeah, that was the first board. And then a friend of mine that worked at Greg Knowles said they lost their laminator. So I applied, and I think I did a board with Charlie and the second board by myself. And then the next day he called me and he said I got the job. Then I decided to open my own shop in Pearl City. I had to beg the landlord to rent the place for $75 a month. I used to cut my hair there. It was 2 rooms, so I made the front half into the retail, and the back was a laminating room. And I used the garage to shape and sand the boards. I think it's just our belief of customer service, you know, merchandising the stores properly, the right inventory, you know, keeping on a pulse of what's happening, you know. Those stores from Ala Moana to, you know, to what we have today, you know, Haleiwa, Kapolei, you know. It's just an involvement that in a blinking of an eye we're here today, you know. I can't even tell you, you know, it just happened. I had amateur surfers like Alan Wakeland, but the first one became Larry Bertelman. And he was everybody's surfer, you know. He was so, the rubber man was so talented. And at that particular time, he was unbeatable, you know. And I thought if I could get that one rider to put me in the forefront, maybe I'd have a chance, you know. It was funny because, you know, we started with Larry, then we had Dane, and then we had, you know, after Dane, Johnny Boy at Backdoor, and then Sonny followed that. Everybody wanted to follow somebody, right? and it's funny that they were all good backdoor riders. That's why when we had Christian Fletcher represent from California, and then Martin Potter from South Africa, and I guess when we started going in different countries or different states or whatever, then it kind of worked that we had kind of like an international team. If you talk about iconic boards or airbrushes, this Martin Potter twin fin, it's a duplicate, but many people have bought it, requested it, and it's been on a cover shot, and it's very famous. People want it. It's iconic. The original shaper was Glenn Pang, but this is an exact copy. Glenn still had the dimensions and everything, so this is as close as the original as possible. Surfing is everything. I mean, a long time somebody said, hey, you gotta do what you like to do and love what you do, I mean, surfing is the backbone of everything. I mean, it's what makes me tick, I mean, unfortunately, it's like a drug, right? Once you're hooked, you can't let go, But it's kept me healthy, Surfing and exercise is an exercise that's so fun that as long as you keep doing it, I mean, you stay way healthier than other things that other people do.